Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. In the last video, we got the slideshow ending after finding Lavos during a very specific part of the game, which was when Shala entered the throne room and before we put the pendant in the Mammoth machine to power it up. And now, I've replayed the entire game all the way up to when we get out of the Blackbird and when we face Magus for a second time. File 1, Magus is alive. File 2, Magus is going to die. I'm going to play on File 2. So I've learned a few things in the time I've been playing this. Believe it or not, this woman, if you don't talk to her in Zeal Kingdom, you still have a chance to choose whether or not to plant the sapling or burn it. So in case you missed out at Zeal Kingdom, you can still get the Sunken Desert after you've destroyed the Blackbird. And you've gotten wings on Epic. Which is nice. Of course, once you make your choice, you can't unmake it. So if you choose to burn it, Sunken Desert is lost to you for the rest of the game. And of course, if you plant the sapling, you will get the Sunken Desert. The conversation goes a little bit differently. The woman with the sapling will ask if the plant is any good in a desolate world, because Zeal Kingdom is destroyed. And your two options are burn it, it's just trash, which costs you the Sunken Desert, and plant it with hope, which gives you the Sunken Desert. Obviously, I chose the second one. So in case you miss out at the first time around, you can still get it, even when 12,000 BC is in ruins. Second of all, the magic tab that is behind the new, you don't even need to buy anything from the new. You can just wait. And if the new leaves almost immediately after you enter, then you can get the magic tab. You don't need to buy or sell anything from him. I was under the impression that maybe that worked. All you have to do is just go in, wait a couple seconds, about at least 5 seconds. And if he doesn't leave, you can just leave and come back. And then you can just keep trying until he leaves almost as soon as you come in. And you can get the magic tab. I've already done the magic tab, but, well, I finally figured it out. Anyway, I'm going to do this on purpose. I'm going to put Frog in the party, doesn't matter where. And when you interact with the little sparkle here, Frog will be to the side if he's in the second or third position, but I believe he will be in the front where Marl is after this cutscene. We've already seen all of this cutscene before. We played through the game already. So I'm just going to skip through this as quickly as I can. Because there are two ways how you can fight Magus, if you choose to fight him. Even though it doesn't solve much, except, well, for one particular thing. Which, if you've already played through the game, you know what that thing is. But of course, it's not going to bring back Chrono or Cyrus or anything. No, you still have to go through Death Peak for Chrono. And what do you know? He's in the front of the party. Even though he was to the side just before the cutscene. Now, if you have Frog anywhere in your party, you will fight Magus with Frog alone. If you don't have Frog anywhere in your party, it'll be your whole party against Magus. Regardless of how the party is, whether or not you have Frog in the party, the battle is super easy. All Magus does, as far as battle commands go, is hit you with a scythe and hit you with lightning, ice, and fire too. That's it. And I'm just going to face him with Frog because I'd rather show that off. So, Magus, really easy. I know I have the Rune Blade equipped and not Demon Hit, but oh well. You can just keep attacking him until he's done. And what will Leap Slash do? How much more damage will that do compared to a critical? Just slightly more. I'll take it. I might as well just keep using Leap Slash until he's down. And yeah, he's easy enough in the regular game. Regardless of how you fight him, he's even easier in New Game Plus. And I think after you bring his HP down enough, he will always counterattack with magic. So you want to hit him hard and in as few turns as possible. Because after you bring his health down to about half, he just resorts to the magic. Well, I'm about to say you just cast Lightning too, but, well, that was on counter. And it's not just Lightning that he'll do on counter. Sometimes he'll do Ice on counter. Well, Ice 2, really. Sometimes he'll do Fire 2 on counter. I haven't seen him do other spells like Dark Bomb or Dark Matter at any point during the fight. So, this is super easy. I was wondering when he'd use Fire 2. Now, how many more Leap Slashes I'm going to have to go through to beat him? Okay, there we go. 3,000 experience, 4,000 G. I'm pretty sure you get a good load of tech points if you beat him, though. Cyrus, I hath avenged thee. Defeat me, and you will break the curse on Frog. If you want to bring Crono back, find Gaspar, the Guru of Time. And with that, he dies. There's a little sparkle that's left behind, and it's the amulet. So you can now equip the amulet on any party member. And you miss out on your one chance to get Magus, but, well, that's okay, because that lets us get a little variation on one of the endings. And I might as well just go ahead and save this here. Alright. I will see you at the end of time. Welcome back. I am now back at the end of time. And since the last part of this video, I actually went and did the boss rush with Lavos in both of the timelines. The one where Magus is alive and the one where Magus is defeated. Because I'm gonna need it if I want to make doing things a little easier. Right now, I am in the timeline where Magus is defeated, and I'm going to go ahead and fight Lavos. I've already gotten the boss rush out of the way, so all that's left to do is the final battle, which I'll be showing again. There are two versions of this ending, and you'll see why soon enough. And I've decided between the recording of the last part where I defeated Magus and this part that I'm doing now that I'm going to make both versions of this ending separate videos, so as not to make this too dreadfully long. So without further ado, I'm going to use the bucket, enter the shell, and then do things from there. I should also mention that I have all of Frog's weapons this time, because I actually played through the game and got them. Also, if you're wondering how I managed to get past Lavos so I could get the story back to this point, I just equipped everybody with super weak weapons and super weak armor. And that allowed Lavos to absolutely decimate me. And the story was able to go on like normal, which is what I wanted. Yeah, I don't really want to put Moan armor on Frog, though I am tempted to do so. There's still some things that I need to do. I just realized that there's a weapon for Chrono that I haven't gotten. Well, two of them, actually. I'll make sure to get them the next time around, so that way I can say that I got them. And I still need to get the Gold Rock, because I forgot to do that during the main game. Well, that's what things like New Game Plus are for anyway. We might as well go in here so I can stop talking about random stuff that actually has something to do with the game, and go ahead and get this over with. This is actually pretty interesting to me, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I've never played it with played through this game with Magus defeated at the North Peak in 12,000 AD, or BC rather, because Magus is just a very good, powerful ally with really good magic. Even if he doesn't have a lot of dialogue and he doesn't have any double or triple text with very much anybody in the party, save for one of the triple texts you can get with one of the rocks. And he's just there. So for this battle, I want to use Marl, Frog, and Ayla. Do I have Demon Hit on you? Yes, I do. I have gold studs on everybody. And this would make for an interesting battle. By the way, I am doing this battle immediately after getting the Chrono trigger. I have not done any of the side quests yet, though you can do them after you get the Chrono trigger. They just don't get mentioned until you complete Death Peak. And we're fighting Lavos before we complete Death Peak. So, let's have some fun here. Let's go ahead and haste everybody up. And I want to use, I believe, something powerful enough to do 2,000 HP worth of damage to this arm. That's good enough, actually. Though I may probably have to heal Marl. Well, that's what all the elixirs are for. And the heal ability. So how do I want to do this? Because I want to damage everybody at the same time. And let me go ahead and use triple kick on this arm that's on the left side of the screen. I feel like that might actually do me some good. Also, maybe I should try, what's it called? Maybe I should use ice water. That might do it. And also heal Marl a little bit too. That would help. There we go. There's the laser beams again. Not sure what that'll do me, but I say that, I don't even know why I'm saying it. And let's see what Tailspin does. It probably won't do much because I don't have much on magic. Oh, hey. Alright. I'll take it. And I'll just go ahead and do triple kick on this arm again. Why not? Though that might actually cause me some trouble. Yeah, you know what? Let's use something powerful on this arm. What does 3,500 get me? That. Good. Time to start laying waste. I'll go ahead and use Glacier. And I just realized you used Marlin and Frog for that. Well, let's see how much damage that does. Okay damage. Let's go ahead and use Cube Toss instead. And then use Heal for the whole party here, just cuz. There we go. That's much better. That is so much better. I want to make sure that I'm doing as much damage as I can. That way I can get through this battle a little more quickly. Really nice to do all these battles with all these different parties. Though I do admit that it's not as fun without a triple tack. I'll go ahead and use Leap Slash. I know that'll do solid damage for something quick. That'll probably get me at least 1,000. 860. Okay. Well, it's better than what I was doing with the other weapons that I was forced to use because storyline and New Game Plus. And I'll just go ahead and use Heal with Frog in case that does not finish Lavos off. And I thought it would do more damage than that. Well, but everybody's getting fully healed now if this doesn't do the job. It didn't do the job. Everybody's getting fully healed now. Excellent. And let's see here. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do Leap Slash again. That way I can do more damage every time. There we go. Maybe I should do more Lavos battles with other parties when the mood strikes. I should give that some thought because I really like this game. I mean, I've kept everything interesting and, well, I've tried to keep everything interesting with different parties doing this every single time and seeing what works as far as strategies go. Different strategies, different double and triple attacks, different equipment setups. It's something. And let me go ahead and use drop kick on the left pod while I get everybody hasted up. That'll help. Excellent. Now Maru's going to get herself hasted up. And that in turn should get help get haste on everyone else. And I also want to use drop kick on the... Well, I wanted to use drop kick on the center pod, which is still a good idea. Still want to do that. And I can still pretty much do that. And with what we got going on now, we can keep using drop kick on the right pod. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Although... haste and... Okay. I'm gonna let you do your thing. And I'm gonna let you do your thing with Dino Tail. And then I'm gonna have you heal everybody with a Mega Elixir. I did not expect that to happen. Really? Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, drop kick, left pod. And then Ice 2. I could have sworn Ayla's HP was a lot less than 781, hence why I went with that. Oh, that's embarrassing. And I'm just going to go ahead and use this on you. You're going to do the thing. Then involves turning the defense back off. And then you're going to turn it back on. We're going to do this. I'm going to use Ice 2 just to add a little more damage. At this rate, 810 just seems kind of paltry. Compared to the 3,500 we're doing with this. At least we're doing over 4,000 a turn, so I can't really complain too much. This is really good. And this is going to get us out of this battle a little quicker than I think. Why don't I have the... Yep, called it. I knew they were going to do it right when I started making that choice. Well, time to take the left pot out again. I'm so glad I have the gold stud on everybody. Makes this so easy. One for you, and then one for the center pod. Because I know... Really? You're going to do that right when I do that. Also, wow. I need to heal myself. Stat. I need to heal Marl. Like, immediately. Alright, go ahead and do drop kick on the center pod again. Might as well do it. Just to make it so that... Oh, well, apparently haste is... Haste is worn off. Okay, defense is down. I'm gonna rehaste everybody. Though I may not have to. Nope, don't have to. Because I was doing so much damage to the right pod, it wasn't even funny. And now we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of an ending. And here we are back at the end of time. There's Luca, there's Marl in the party, Ayla and Frog and Robo are there. We can't use any of the portals. We can't wake anybody up. All we can do is talk to Gaspar. Lavos is gone, so the gate will shut. I forgot I had to do Gaspar voice. Let's try this again. Lavos is gone, so the gate will shut. Return now, or you'll be lost in time. And we can talk to people. Now, let's go back in time and save Chrono. 'Tis necessary that I return and protect Queen Lean. You're just gonna... go place. You're just gonna go back to your own time. Okay, Ayla. Don't you care? Kino, wait for me. And Ayla's just gonna do the same thing, and she's just gonna go over there. Come on! This really is the last we will see of each other. And we can't talk to Gaspar. And if we go over to the portals, everyone just goes back to their proper time. Ayla, go home now. Good luck, all. Fare thee well. Goodbye, everyone. You're all so heartless. It's a fate we can't escape. Someday we'll all pass away. Marl. And everyone just leaves. Hey there. They've all... Have they all left? We just left the Chrono Trigger behind. I guess Marl just kind of gave up. They dropped this. Oh well. And Marl just goes to the fair like nothing really happened. And everything just goes on like it did when we beat the game the first time. And Lara's there, though she's not standing. The Chancellor isn't there, mostly because we never got the chance to rescue him, because I did all this right after getting the Chrono Trigger. Also, I can't help but think that Marl is just taking the lap around the Millennial Fair, just around the square and just being like, I'm having a very good time. Like, it's not even the same without Crono around. What a dreamy night. Thank you, darling. And Taban just says the same thing. Though if Lara were saved, she would be up and out and about and just wanting Taban to dance with her. Have you seen Crono? He was looking forward to this fair. What do you suppose he is? It's a real problem when the person who's in charge of the cat is gone. Uh-oh. I forgot about that little bit of dialogue. And we did this while, or rather with the bucket and not Epic. So therefore, we're going to get that version of the teleport stuff again. And if you go over here, Luke is just going to head to the square. You can't really talk to anyone here. Can't really do anything, much of anything here. So all we can really do is just go to the telepod. I thought Lavos made the gates, but I guess I was wrong. What do you mean? I think a greater force wanted us to experience those events. Yeah, if you don't do the Sunken Desert side quest, you get that in the ending. Even if you've rescued Crono and got him back at Death Peak. Time travel. How exhausting. We should dismantle the Epic. Its job is finished. I wonder how everyone is doing. Good question. What the? Okay, there's Ayla. There's Robo. Who the heck is that? Wait. Ayla. Robo. It can't be. Give me time egg. Calm down. Rushing won't bring him back. Also, the game is finally calling him Gaspar. But how did everyone get over here? Okay, understand. Now hurry. Get... Oh, that's right, because we left it there. Hey, he is escaping. All of a sudden, everybody wants to rescue Chrono, and... What's going on, everyone? That time egg of his can bring him back. Bring who back? You mean Chrono? They told you this when we got it! Though there is a slight variation on events if you don't get it. If you can actually do the Lavos battle without getting the Chrono trigger. Just head straight to the bucket without talking to Gaspar and getting the Chrono trigger. And Gaspar will give it to you in this part of the ending. Anyway, yes. By the way, who are you? He just took off. Could that have been Frog? He's handsome! Let's catch up with them. Go after them, but the gates... Luca, don't turn off your brain yet. I forgot. We have a time machine. Hey, Frog, why didn't you tell us you were a dish? Okay, that is a Woolseyism if ever I saw one. And then we have this part of the ending. However, I do want to show off the credits after this part. And yeah, you just talk to Marl's dad at this point because, again, we don't have the Chancellor. I'm so happy. Now there's no reason for you to go away anymore. I have a gift for you to commemorate this day, Princess Nadia. This is Nadia's okay, we've already done all of this part of the ending. But at this rate, this is the point where instead of... Yeah, we're using the epic for this ending. Because we have it. Also, Chrono's mom never showed up at the telepod. Probably because Crono wasn't there. But yeah, we get the epic version of this ending, as opposed to the non-epic version, where we have the flying on the balloons. And believe it or not, there actually is a slight variation on the stuff that you will see here. Man, I forgot how good the Mode 7 graphics looked on the ending. It just looks really good for the Super Nintendo, I have to say. And now for the interesting parts. Now here, we see Frog transform. And soon after that, we see the construction of the jail in Guardia Castle in 600 AD. And as the epic flies past, there's Frog, or should I say, Glenn, who is now 10 years older and is now looking a lot different compared to when we saw him in the flashbacks. And if you don't get human Frog at the end, you won't see the construction of the jail when you defeat Lavos at post Ocean Palace. So, this is the point where the differences pretty much end. And we're now hitting the tail end of the credits. But wait, there's more. We see Marl at Death Peak. As the credits come to an end, we finally get Chrono back. And we see the end, bottom center of the screen. And with that, we can do LR select and start. And I might as well go ahead and show off my save files. So number 1, Magus is alive. Number 2, Magus is not. So, I mentioned before that I was going to do this 2 different ways. Do it in both of the timelines, so therefore, that allows me to show off some stuff about the endings. In the Magus defeated timeline, I used the bucket, which means I didn't use Epic. That means we fly away with Epic in the ending. And because Magus is defeated, we also see human Frog. We see Frog in his non-Frog form. We see him as... he's actually Glenn again. And in the Magus is Alive timeline, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to show off what happens when you use Epic to get into the Lavos fight, and what happens during the ending then. And Magus will also be a part of the ending. I'm not sure what he's going to... what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm not sure what he's going to contribute to the ending. Probably nothing, since he's just there 90% of the time. But he'll still be a part of it. And I will do the reunion ending with Magus in tow in the next episode with some differences. So join me next time where we get in the epic, we crash into Lavos, and then we have another battle with Lavos from there, and then we get to see the ending again with probably a few changes. And I'm actually going to... What was I going to do? Yeah, that's right. I'm actually going to use Magus for the next Lavos battle. So, that should be fun. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!